Afternoon everyone. I'm going to try and solve one of the biggest problems that most of us have today, and that is I need a greenhouse. I haven't got one in my garden, so I do have this raised bed. This whole wall is south facing, so the sun hits this wall all day, and the idea is if I can create a polytunnel out of this, then this bed will be the one that I use to grow my tomatoes, my melons, cucumbers, and anything else that needs a little bit of heat. So the idea is to do it without spending much money, using bamboo sticks, which I bought 20 the other day for, I think it was £2.49 from one of the shops. 1 metre 20 centimetres in length, but I'll show you that. So the idea is to use 6 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, spaced across the raised bed, then use some MDPE plumbing pipe to place over the bamboo sticks, and then turn them into a polytunnel. So these are the bamboo sticks. It's only £1.99 actually. This bed has been used to just put compost straight on, so I've actually just composted in place here. Just used last year's grass clippings, and over the course of the year that's taken to break down, this is effectively just sort of a compost, and every time that I've had extra soil I've just thrown it on there, and that's why there's a big lump at that end. So I'm going to rake that across in a minute and smooth it all out. But all we're going to do is stick these in on all of the corners, nice and tight. Put 6 of them in, and then we'll put the plastic piping over the top. You'll find when you do that you'll be able to push them all in roughly to about the same depth. You'll be able to get away with not being precise with your measurements. Being precise, I mean, obviously what you need is MDPE piping with a diameter wider than the rebar or the bamboo sticks that you've actually stuck in your raised bed. In this case, this is about 3/4 of an inch, I would say. So the idea is to slide that over there, that, and then I would hoop over the top and then slide down that side as well. And once you've got them all in, obviously you'll have a nice polytunnel style effect. And you'll find the length of the hoop, the length of the plastic will be about the same on each one. It's quite rigid, and the arch is a bit the same. And once you've got 3 up, you can put a bamboo across the top, linking it all together, and that'll give the structure some stability. And you'll notice there's a bit of a difference in height between that one and that one, but that's fine because we can push that one further down, or we can raise this one. We'll just see how this one lies and make a decision after that. Alright, so that looks good in comparison to the one at the end. So it's just, this one's quite far down, so it's not going to be a problem to raise that. Packed in. There you go. That's the basic structure. What I want is I want to create a polytunnel that I can just lift up and push over the back when the sun's out. So in order to do that, what I'm going to use is some little plastic pipe clips, and they're just sort of pipe fixings that would normally be screwed into a wall, and then obviously the pipe would be fixed to the wall using this clip. So these are bought purposefully just because they were larger than the pipe size, so once they're clipped shut it allows them to slide up and down this quite freely. I'll fasten the plastic pipe clips to the wooden lat, so effectively we've got a slide mechanism happening, and then I will fasten the wooden lat to the plastic transparent dust sheet that I'm going to get to throw over to make the actual plastic polytunnel cover at the top. What you're going to need to create the poly canopy over the raised bed is you're going to need some polythene heavy duty plastic. In my case I've gone for some 3.5 metre by 4.5 metre painter's dust sheet, polythene painter's dust sheet. You're going to need 2 pieces of wood that are equal to the distance of the edges of your raised bed, and you're also going to need your clips. I've also got a drill, a staple gun. Get it all laid out as best you can. Try and do it on a day that's less windy than this one. And once it's laid out, we're going to staple our wooden lat down the centre here, and then roll the sheet up. Before you drill the clips on, it's important that you using a drill down into the thin wood to give the screw a guide hole. If you don't do that, then chances are you're going to split the wood when you screw in your screw. So you take your measurements off your bed, make a mark where you want to put your clip, stick it in, and then once you've done that, drill a little guide hole in. And once all 3 clips are fastened in, you bunch it up, pick it up and take it over to the bed. And once you've got the first 3 clips in, just want to pull the rest over the top. And when you've got the distance, the length that you need, just unfurl it back 1, and then you know 1, 2, 3 where you're putting your screws and your clips, and just screw them in. So remember to give them a little drill first, just so you don't split the wood. Once they're all clipped in, roll it back down to the distance and then clip them on. tie the sides down. So for the sides, all I'm doing, piece of string, pulling left and right sides and the top taut, and then just twisting it round so that it pulls everything taut across the top, and then just tie it up. Same across the other side. And just to finish it off, so that I can tie these taut and pull the sides down, I'm just going to put a screw into the side of the bed. And that will then allow me to tie it up. Once you've got both sides tied down with a string, we should now, it's a little bit wet because it's been on the grass, so the inside of the plastic is wet, so it's going to cling to the plastic, but when that dries up, so I'm going to open it up to let it dry because it's quite nice there. After that's dry, this should slide up freely. There you go, an up and over DIY polytunnel raised bed. I'm going to put melons, cucumbers, tomatoes and peppers in this one. If you like this and you want to see other experiments and urban grown tips and tricks like this, visit nuttygrow.com, click the button over there and share it with as many people as possible. Cheers! And the only reason you'll have a problem is because you've got bricks underneath from the foundations of the garage. Obviously there are better tools for this kind of thing.